Hello, York Sports Network, and good evening as we enter day 2 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Today's game is on the winner's side of the bracket in a highly anticipated matchup between the Conant Cougars and Lemont High School. I'm Connor Choi. To my right is TJ Solkaitis. And TJ, just tell us a couple things about each team and what should we be looking for in tonight's matchup?
You know, Lemont comes into this tournament undefeated and a top seed in the tournament, led by the Castillo twins, Manas and Rojas. Rojas is averaging 21 points per game, and Manas is averaging 16 points per game. They're both two of the best defenders in the state of Illinois, and they're both headed to Wisconsin Parkside on scholarship to play basketball. On the other side, though, Conant, they have junior Yusuf Cease in a returning all-conference player and a very solid point guard. He's averaging 13 points per game himself. Camden Lathos is another player to look out for. He's a 6'6" junior forward. He was also all-conference last season, averaging 12 points a game. He missed the entire offseason with a wrist injury, but he's all good now and he's ready to go and play his heart out on the court today. Coach Walsh's teams are known for playing an incredibly tough man-to-man defense. This team starts all juniors, and they did add, though, a sophomore, Bradley Bietke, who has been starting as of late, and their record all time at this Tosh tournament is 25-10, and they have won this Jack Tosh tournament 4 separate times.
Number 24, Bradley Bietke, head coach of the Cougars, is Matt.
Tip-off just moments away, and I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors today. This York Sports Network stream is made possible by none other than Elmhurst Small Businesses. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera, located on Spring Road, family-owned and community-loved, especially by our very own TJ Silkaitis. And finally, last but not least, the Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury and defense litigations. YSN thanks all of our amazing sponsors, and tip-off is just about to start. Belevicius of Lemont will face off against the sophomore, Bietke. Bietke wins the tip-off, but it's going to be Lemont who gets the basketball. Wide open layup, and he missed it. So, Rokas Castillo had a wide open layup, could not connect. Now Conant's going to have the ball. Cisse moves the ball around. Now the ball's in the left lane. Back to the top of the key here. Cisse gets rid of it. Now it's Cisse driving, actually, and that's going to be a bucket. So Conant strikes first as they take a lead 2-0. Now Matas Castillo here is going to drive to the left, kicks it out to the wing to his brother, Rokas. Rokas back to Matas, and Matas is going to be fouled.
Lemont foul number 1, Manas Castillo, his team's first Conant basketball out of bounds.
So Castillo charged with the foul. Conant has the basketball. The sophomore, Bietke, takes it up, dumps it off to the guard. Potoknich has the ball. Gives it to Telluri. Telluri to Sissy. Bietke. Sissy with the ball. And an easy lay-in for Reyes Telluri. Castillo drives. Nice move. The layup's not going to fall. Offensive rebound by Lemont. Murray. Ball finds its way to Rokas Castillo. Gives it to his brother, Matas, for 3, and he knocks it down.
That's one thing that these brothers do amazingly is shoot the 3 ball. Both of them very efficient from 3.
Lemont, as a team, struggled from 3 as that ball's going to get in there. As that's number 10, Reyes Telluri. As I was saying, Lemont struggled from 3 against DGS. They shot an abysmal 15.79% from 3. As there's a three from Castillo, and he knocks it down.
They'll definitely be looking to get the Castillo twins going early from the arc. That's the one thing about having two great shooters like the Castillo twins is that if one's not on, they can always get it to the other to knock down those clutch threes.
Conant tries to force something in the basket there, and it's going to be blocked by Lemont. So Conant will get the ball back, a chance to reset the offense here as it's 6 apiece with 5:30 left in this game. Ball finds its way to Telluri. Telluri drives, bounce pass, intercepted by Lemont. That's Castillo. Castillo driving all the way to the basket. And on a fast break, he gets the easy bucket. That be a 8-6 lead here for Lemont. Conant needs to pass timeline, and they do. Potocnic has the ball, gets rid of it. Lathos has it, the big lanky center, gives it to his teammate Sissy. Sissy in the lane, dumps it off. Ball finds its way to Telluri. Telluri in some trouble, gets rid of it to Sissy. Sissy is going to start to drive. Now stops, now behind the three-point line. Drives again on the right side. Wants to foul, doesn't get it. Lemont with the rebound. Murray with the ball. Murray spins around, gives it to Castillo. Castillo, nice move. No shot there. Castillo with a risky pass. Beecham catches it and gives it back to Matas. Matas to Beecham. Beecham gives it to Belavicius on the block. It's going to get blocked, so they'll get the ball back.
Very strong defensive efforts so far from both Lemont and Conant. Only a combined 14 points here in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
Castillo inbounds it to the other Castillo. Matas to Rokas. Rokas gives back to Matas. Matas dumps it off to Belavicius. Murray gets rid of it, gives it to Castillo, and he knocks down a three. So Matas eclipses his brother Rokas for the point lead with 6. Conant's got to get over the timeline here. Sissy with the ball, with time. Bideki, the sophomore, holds it, then gets rid of it. Lathos with the ball. Shoots a layup from the block. Oh, and it just spins out of there. Lemont in transition. Castillo to Castillo. Three ball will not fall.
Conant needs a basket here to make sure that this Lemont team does not get too big of a lead, as we see an easy layup there for Conant.
Camden Lathos on that basket, the big center, one of the players you highlighted, TJ. And I'm sure the Conant coach has got to be pleased from what he's seen from his young center in this one so far. Three ball by Lemont, no good. Offensive rebound. Oh, no, he loses the ball, so that will be Potancic on the rebound. Sissy just threw the ball away. That was intended for Camden Lathos.
A little bit of miscommunications there. Thought the man was going to stay out on the outside, but he decided to cut to the basket. We're not on the same page, and that's why that ball flew straight out of bounds.
Subs for Conant, Isaiah Rose and Jacob Kuligan for the Cougars. So there's going to be a foul.
Conant foul number 11, Youssef Cisse, his first, team's first.
Cisse called on the foul. Lemont looking to inbound. Gives it to Murray. Murray hands it off to Castillo. Both Castillo brothers still on the floor. We'll call a foul. Lathos on the foul. Lemont players that checked in, Ryan Runas. Matas with the ball. Drives by the free throw line. Gives it to Runas for three. Yes, he hits it.
Lemont has shot great from deep so far in the first quarter. Right now they have hit 4 3-pointers. That's a lot of threes. Hopefully they can continue to be shooting the ball that well throughout the entire game.
Sissy dumps it off to Potanich. Now Sissy has it near the block. He has to get rid of it. Good job by Pooling to make sure there isn't a backcourt there. Now Sissy has it again by the Duke logo. He throws a risky pass and it gets intercepted. It's going to be a Lemont steal. Rokas to Matas, and Matas hits the three ball. So it is now 17-8.
The Castillo Twins have accumulated for every single one of this team's points, not all scored, but also on a assist. So every single point has been because either a playmaking or a great shot from the Castillo Twins.
Isaiah Rhodes there, so the big man off the bench is going to get his first bucket of the day here as we're under a minute left to go in the first quarter. Conant trailing by 7. Castillo with the ball. Dumps it off to his brother. Matas drives, steps back. Great move. Gives it to Runas. Runas to Murray. Murray to Castillo. Castillo with the shot, and he's going to miss it. Lemont foul. So Conant will get the ball. That's was called on Beecham.
That'll be an over the back foul on Beecham, trying to get that rebound and tip it back out to his teammates to try and keep that possession alive.
Set to inbound Austin Potanich. He gives it to Sissy. Sissy double teamed, has to get rid of it easily. Does so easily, gives it to Potanich. Sissy yet to cross the timeline. Now he finally does. Sissy. And he's going to be fouled by Ryan Runas.
Lemont foul number 2, Ryan Runas, his first, team's third.
Lemont has yet to stop this, Conant has yet to stop this Lemont shooting spree that they've had. Lots of three-pointers, but it's not just making the three-pointers. They've been very open, wide open, if you may say. Conant's got to tighten the screws up on defense and start putting a hand in their face to make these three-point attempts a bit more challenging for Lemont.
Like you said, TJ, perimeter defense not one of Conant's bright spots so far in this one. 8 seconds left in the first quarter, trying to get a shot off. Sissy looked like he was going to shoot. Now he drives and he gets fouled with 3.3 seconds left on the clock.
It's a great fake there by Sissy. They definitely thought he was going to try and shoot that three with the time winding down. Great decision by him to go drive to the basket. Was fouled, so now he'll be able to shoot 2 free throws here at the line.
First shot is up. And it's no good.
Into the game for opponent number 3, Jake Parvett.
Connor Murray checks out. In comes in, Camden Lathos checks out. And in comes back in the sophomore Biedke.
Back in the game for opponent number 2, Jacob Kulik.
Opponent down 6, 3.3 seconds left. Lemont with the ball. They inbound to Matas Castillo. 1 second to shoot. Pulls up, half quarter, not even close. After the end of the first quarter, the Castillo Twins have led Lemont to a 6-point lead. TJ, have you liked what you've seen so far from these two?
I've really loved Lemont's offense. Obviously, their goal has been to get the ball to those Castillo Twins, and they have shot very efficiently, having 14 points combined between the two, and that other 3 ball was an assist from a Castillo Twin. They have really shown that they are Lemont's offense, and they have been working very well together.
Well said, and with that, we'll take a break. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors of today's Your Sports Network stream, Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera, and finally the Sutter Law Group. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic live on Your Sports Network. We will return after the break. Welcome back to the Conant Lemont game here live in the Dick Campbell Gym, where the Conant Cougars trail Lemont High School by 6 points. Stars of the show are the Castillo twins. It's inbound to Sissy. Sissy double team's got to escape. Elects not to pass, and he's going to dribble his way out. Gives it to sophomore Biedke, who dumps it off to Patanich, who ball finds his way back to Sissy at the top of the key. Patanich drives, spins, got to be careful not to travel, gives it to Biedke. Biedke near the corner, stops, and that's a three. And it's going to be knocked down by the big man, Camden Lathos.
And that's something Conant's going to have to do well the whole game. They're going to have to shoot just as good as Lemont, with the Castillo twins being so efficient from the outside.
3-point game after the three from the center. Matas looking for an open teammate, gives it to Tamarev, as there's a three from Matas, no good. Offensive rebound, it was like a putback from Miles Beecham, and that one was no good, so Sissy's going to take the ball up. Biedke gives it to Lathos. Camden Lathos back to Biedke. Sissy with the ball, fires it all the way across the court to Biedke. Conant looking for some open shot here. Sissy scans the court, starts his dribble, dumps it off to Biedke. Biedke's at the top of the key. Bounce pass, and that's going to be stolen. And, almost taken all the way by Noah Tamaris, but he's going to miss the layup there. It's a tough layup for him to make in transition. Here's Sissy. Needs some help. Gives it to Lathos. Lathos, the pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Conant. The putback is no good. Another offensive rebound, and Austin Patanich draws the foul. That was a offensive rebound by Telluri. Offensive rebounds are so key in any victory in this tournament, as we've seen so far. And I don't know about you, TJ, but me personally, I think whoever gets more offensive rebounds greatly boosts their chance in winning this basketball game.
Oh, for sure. If you're getting more offensive rebounds than your opponent, then you're obviously getting more shots up, because once you get that offensive rebound, it just gives you that extra opportunity to try and put those points that you missed on that first shot that you took.
Both free throw shots by Patanich are good. Lemont with a shot. Matas to Rokas. Back to Matas. Matas finally gives it to someone not named Castillo, and he gets it right back. Now Runas has the ball, gives it back to Matas. Matas gives it to his brother. Matas gives it to Runas. Only 3 of the 5 players have touched it in this lengthy offensive possession for Lemont. Finally, there's a 3-point shot. Oh, and he's going to be fouled. Telluri is going to be the perpetrator of that one, as he hit Castillo.
If you're going to play that good of defense like Conant just did on that possession, you can't waste that defensive possession, fouling on a bad 3-point attempt there by Castillo.
Lemont shot 83% behind the charity stripe in their victory against Andrew yesterday, hoping to keep that high percentage free throw shooting up in this one. That one toilet bowls out of the basket. Free throws a very important part of the game. It's 1 of 2 so far. Third one up. And it's good. So Rokas Castillo was 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Now Biedke gets the ball, gets it over the half-court line. Oh, and they're going to call a foul. He was a little rough with the Castillo.
The reason they're calling that foul there is because on that drive there by Biedke, he fully extended that arm, pushing Castillo away from him to the floor. That's why they were calling that charging foul there.
Refs blowing the whistle, reminding him that he is not a football player and indeed a basketball player, and that stiff arms are not allowed in the Dick Campbell gym, but they are allowed on York's football field. Lemont looking for a shot to put him up. More points than 3. As there's a three-pointer from Castillo, and that's not going to fall. Biedke dumps it off to Patanic. Patanic back to Sissy. Gives it back to Patanic. Patanic going. Sissy. Gives it to Biedke. Biedke going. Gives it to Lathos. Lathos pitches it to Sissy. Sissy drives. Does not fully commit. Now back beyond the three-point arch. And that's going to be a timeout. And with that timeout, 4:15 left in this half to go. And we're going to take a short break here. Once again, we're sponsored by Elmhurst Camera, Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, as well as the Sutter Law Group. I'm Connor Choi, to my right, the wonderful TJ Selkaitis, and we will be back after this break. And welcome back from after the timeout here. Lemont is going to be leading Conant by 3 points, 16-19, and it's been a close one the entire way. Conant definitely approving this half. Sissy to inbound, gives it to Biedke, and he's going to lose it, and that's going to be Matas Castillo with the steal. Castillo, and he was trying to find Murray. Murray pointed the baseline, saying that Conant was out of bounds, as Biedke's going to miss the reverse layup there. And 3 ball for Castillo. Back rim, no good. Sissy's going, slows it down. Gonna speed it up here. Conant, Biedke wide open for a layup.
Lemont too worried about the outside shot from Conant, which they have shot they've shot the ball a lot from the outside so far, and they were trying to prevent that on that possession, and they just left Biedke wide open in the paint for an easy 2.
Interior defense was almost non-existent on that one, as Castillo has it, trying to extend his 1-point lead. Now the other Castillo has it. Gives it to Runas, now to Castillo, back to Runas. Castillo has it. In the corners, Murray. Murray gets it, now he's in transition. And the 3 is no good. Castillo saves the ball, and it's a hard foul there.
Foul number 10, Shreyas Tilluri, his second.
Each team has 5 fouls.
Back in the game for opponent, number 2, Jacob Kulig, and 44, Isaiah Rhodes.
Isaiah Rhodes checks out, checks in Jacob Kulig, so, I'm sorry, both of them check in. So, the big man and the little guard check in. Kulig on some good defense there. And Sissy's going to take it up. Kulig has it now. Gives it to Lathos. Lathos seems to be playing an unconventional center role, not spending majority of his time in the paint, shooting a lot of perimeter shots here in this one. Sissy has it. Sissy drives, kicks it. The big man for three, no good. Rhodes couldn't connect there. Here's Castillo, spin move. Oh, nice move by
What a
Montes
finish
Castillo.
there by Montes Castillo. He was trying to fake out his defender by looking back out to the outside, hit him with a spin move, and was able to get the up and under around his teammate with the left hand. Great finish there from Castillo.
Well said, TJ. And speaking of finishing at the rim, here's Lathos with an excellent job penetrating the interior Lemont defense and coming through and getting the bucket. Lemont only a 1-point lead. These two teams have going back and forth in terms of scoring, as there is number 23, Davidus Belavicius. Sissy finds Kulig. Oh, nice stop. Oh, well, this is a whole bunch of craziness here. Ends in Lemont getting the ball. Castillo dumps it off to Runas. Back to Castillo. Sissy defending. Castillo taking his sweet time. And Matas Castillo, step back. Been doing these nice little moves, possessing his incredible handles so far, and that's why these two are playing in college, TJ. 35 seconds and counting. This is a very long offensive possession. Matas still has the ball, has not passed it. Matas just does a little pass back with his forward. Matas dumps it off. Runas had a wide open three, elects not to shoot. Rokas Castillo also had maybe a little bit of time to shoot, as they're going to take this possession in the half, or maybe not. Conant foul, so they're going to have to wait 3.3 seconds, just like last quarter when the clock was stopped. And, you know, they say history repeats itself. They were down 3 points, too. We're going to take this time out to thank our sponsors once again. Elmhurst Camera on Spring Road, family owned and community loved. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty. If you need a home, she will help you find one. As well as Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury, as well as defense litigation. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, coming back from the timeout here. 3.3 seconds left before we enter halftime. Well, full complete battle between both teams. It's 23-20. Lemont has the ball. They also have the lead. Matas Castillo with 2 seconds to put up a shot at the buzzer. Oh, so close yet so far. Matas Castillo misses the second buzzer beater, the second consecutive quarter with 3.3 seconds left and with a 3-point lead. And TJ, with that, that's going to end the half. Now, what have you seen from both teams that you've liked, and what are a couple of things that each team could work on if they really want to pull away in the second half?
You know, Conant did a great job in that second quarter, changing up the defense. They really limited the three-point attempts after the Castillo twins had a great shooting performance in the first quarter. So Conant did a great job keeping them farther out in the perimeter, close to the volleyball line, away from that three-point line, making it a lot harder to shoot those threes. And I really think Lemont could look to try and change up their offensive scheme a little bit, as they saw in the second quarter it was a bit harder to score. Their defense has been great too. I think that this is going to go right down to the wire.
I couldn't agree with you more, and with that, we're going to have a 9-minute and 18-second break here as both teams are in halftime trying to make these halftime adjustments. I'm Connor Choi. To my right, the wonderful TJ Selkaitis, and we will be back at the start of the third quarter. All right, folks, second half just moments away here. Conant trailing by 3. They're down 23-20. I'm Connor Troy to the right. TJ Slokaitis, and once again, this stream is sponsored by Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera on Spring Road, family owned and community loved, and finally, the Sutter Law Group.
We would like to say a special shout out to our cameraman tonight, Jacob Ferraro, who has been helping all tournament long, mostly doing the camera work.
I'd like to also give a special shout out to just everyone working in the YSN production team, especially Jack Borchers. He's always behind the scenes in his little office. And Ryan Pickle, the College of DuPage pitcher, now going to Nebraska for sports media. Congratulations to Mr. Pickle on that one. Yes, his last name is Pickle, folks, but it's not spelled like the food. Inbound here as Matas Castillo is going to take the ball. Teams have switched which basket they're scoring on. Matas is going to have to get his good luck charm on the other basket now. Castillo to Murray. Murray with the fake handoff. Bounce pass, nice pass to Rokas Castillo. And the basket counts.
Murray is a very important player for this Lemont team. No, he does not put up too many points on the scoreboard for this Lemont offense, but he's always one step ahead, knowing when guys are going to go open, knowing where they're going to be at all times, and being able to play some very strong defense at that power forward position.
Free throws up, no good. Ball's awarded to Conant. Potocnich to inbound the ball. Gives it to Biedke. Sissy has the ball. Now the ball finds its way out to the sophomore for 3, and that ball is going to be no good. Now Sissy has it again. Conant taking their time on this one, kind of like Lemont did in their last possession before halftime. Potocnich has the ball, gives it to Sissy. Sissy with the ball, drives, kicks it out to Biedke. Biedke to Sissy. Sissy working the inside, has to get rid of it. 3 ball for Conant, no good. But he draws a foul. Austin Potocnich draws the foul, and he's going to get 3 whole shots from the line.
Not the first time we have seen a foul on a 3-point shot tonight. Both teams definitely are looking not to do that anymore, as that's a huge factor when you get 3 free throw attempts after a missed 3, because then you get that confidence back and you don't feel as upset about missing that 3 opportunity.
First attempt was up and good. The second one is coming. He knocks it down, nothing but net for the junior. He's 2 of 2 so far. Can he be 3 of 3? Yes, he can. He can do it all. All 3 free throws are good, and now it's a 2-point game. And Matas Castillo leading this offense. Gives it to Rokas Castillo. Now the ball finds its way back to Matas. Matas driving, and it's out of bounds.
Matas has loved driving on the baseline tonight. He's drawn multiple fouls driving on that baseline. A lot of blocking fouls, getting themselves into the bonus with those easy called fouls on Conant.
Murray has the ball. Connor Murray working. Needs some help. Bounce pass to Castillo. A lot of risky passes that Lemont has gotten lucky on throughout the game. That being one of them. Now Matas Castillo has it. Castillo works. Oh, goes for the pass. Rokas saying, "What are you doing, bro?" And Matas says, "My bad." Now Conant has an opportunity to tie the game here. Sissy taking the ball up like we've seen so many times. Potocnich has the ball, got to protect. And they're going to call a travel. The Kona coach just looks down at his feet, and now he's screaming at the refs. He gets up.
He did move his pivot foot on that one. He kind of did a bit of a jump step trying to get through the two Lemont defenders.
Rokas Castillo gives it to Murray. Murray, one of the best passers on the team, as you see right there. Gets in these tight windows, looking like Justin Herbert on Thursday Night Football. Castillo to Castillo. To Runas. Runas floater, long. Rebound, Conant. Sissy. Potocnich. And that ball is going to be slapped away from Lathos. Murray's going to take it. Oh, and a shovel pass. Oh, offensive rebound, though, by Castillo. Murray for three, and he knocks it down.
Great sequence there by Connor Murray, the senior forward. He did a great job there finding an open teammate with a no-look pass, but not able to convert on that layup. Gets back out to the outside, knows that they're going to get that offensive rebound, and he's there to knock down that clutch three-pointer.
Conant draws the foul after a series of events right there. Lots of what seemed to be steals. Then Conant got the ball back on offensive rebounds, and then ultimately it ends in Telluri drawing a foul. And his first free throw is up and good. Now it's a 4-point game. Conant has trailed for the majority of the game, but they've never trailed by much. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Murray gives it to Rokas Castillo. Rokas going to take it up, something we haven't seen very often. As that pass was intended for Beecham, and he gets picked off, and the bucket counts. So Telluri with the steal. Telluri with the steal, gives it to Sissy. And count that basket, 1-point game here. Conant Cougars down. As Castillo's going to work it. Can't get the layup. No foul called. Sissy taking it. Gives it to Biedke, the sophomore. The sophomore working. Gets rid of the basketball. Sissy has it. Sissy driving. Kicks it out to Telluri. Telluri back to Sissy. Sissy's all over the place. Gives it to the sophomore. His bucket is good. Yes, sir.
Absolutely must right there by Biedke. Getting this crowd pumped up, now leading by 1 over Lemont. First lead in a while for Conant, and they're definitely going to use that momentum to try and extend that lead.
Lemont takes the timeout here. They're left with 3, and with that, we're going to take a short break here in this 60-second timeout. Once again, this York Sports Network stream is brought to you by Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera, and the Sutter Law Firm. If you ever need a lawyer, please let Mr. Sutter know. I'm Connor Choi with TJ Silkaitis, and we will return in a minute. All right, we return here from the timeout. Lemont took the timeout after Conant took the lead. They're up by 1 here, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to be Miles Beecham, the forward, to inbound it to Rokas Castillo. Rokas has taken the ball off the last couple times. It has been Matas for the majority of the game. Speaking of Matas, here he is working inside. Oh, and he gets blocked. Denied. The sophomore says no to the senior.
No, 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 not in my house.
Not in my house, indeed. Now Conant with some momentum here, trying to make the most of it. Rhodes gives it to Sissy. Sissy standing absolutely still like a statue. Finally decides to move. Sissy going. Now gives it to Rhodes, the big man at the top of the key. Working inside. Working at the top of the key. And the ball finds its way to the sophomore. He's got to protect the ball here. Biedke. Oh, and he hits it.
What a finish by the sophomore. great presence down low. He has the height over his defender. Great spin move to get the open baby hook opportunity.
Towering at 6'6", he's one of the best finishers on the basketball court. Finishes extremely well as we've seen throughout the game. Now Lemont down 3, has to make something happen. Murray drives. Ball finds its way to Castillo. Castillo, oh, he trips, but he finds Beecham in time. He's going to knock it down. Now it's 31-30. 2:55 left in the game.
This game really back and forth right now, on and off, switching off who has the lead. Neither team can stop each other on the offensive side of the ball right now.
Biedke catches the high pass with his incredibly long frame. Now Sissy going to give it to Rhodes. Rhodes thought about popping the 3. TJ wanted the 3, but the big man elects not to do it. Instead, Sissy has the ball at the top of the key. Rhodes in the corner. Now he's going to cut towards the basket. That's going to be Sissy, and they're going to call a foul.
Lots of blocking fouls here today. Lots of fast guards out there. And those, when you get switched on as a bigger center, it's hard to stay with them. So sometimes you will get that blocking foul called on you.
Immediate 3 from the sophomore. That's way long. That's a little bit long. And Lamont's going to get the ball as Lathos couldn't get it as it went out of bounds. Murray inbounds it to Matas Castillo. The other Castillo now taking the ball up, so no true point guard for this team. The Twins just alternate based off the coach, whoever the coach likes better. Castillo working in the lane, now dumps it off to the corner. And, oh, that pass intended for Beecham. That was not a good pass from number 23. Davidas Balasias.
Might have had an open layup there, but elected to pass instead. Very easily could have been an easy 2 points there for Lemont to retake the lead.
Sissy gives it to Lathos, and Lathos is going to lose the basketball. And Castillo faked the layup, and that's an air ball from none other than Connor Murray. Not the best scorer on the team. He had an earlier 3, so he took just a little bit too much off of that one. Way short. Sissy with the ball near the baseline, slowly moves forward, slow and steady wins the race. And it's going to be Lathos gives it to the big man. They're going to call it travel.
All day in this Campbell gym, that travel call has been called, especially on that side of the floor. And I don't know what it is about that corner, but so many travels have been called yet today. Not just this game, but also in multiple games before this.
This group of refs really, they do not like happy feet. The movie must have rubbed them the wrong way when they saw it when they were children, and maybe that's why they call travel so much. Nonetheless, Lemont has the ball down 1, and it's Matas Castillo against the world. Well, he's got his brother with him, but right now he's the one with the rock. Dumps it off to Runnus. Now the ball finds its way to Rocas Castillo. Great ball movement by Lemont. Runnus goes, hook shot, not even close. The big man with the rebound, Isaiah Rhodes. Rhodes chugging it down the field. The court, I should say. Finds himself in the corner. Sissy with the layup. Gets it, gets the ball back. And he's going to miss the layup. Offensive rebound. Gets his own rebound, actually. And Conant basketball. We're going to have a sub checking in. It's going to be number 23, Davidus Bolicius.
The scoring today has been really different between the two teams. Lemont relying on those Castillo twins who have 20 of their 30 points, while Conant has multiple players sitting right around that 5-point mark. And having all those guys being able to score for you for Conant is really great, especially if they want to make a deep run in this tournament, because you can't always just rely on 1 or 2 guys to get it done, because if they're having an off day, then you're in trouble.
Part of the reason there's been a little bit of concern around Lemont, they're saying, what if the Castillo brothers are having an off day? And they're not having an off day, but Conant doing a better job than most teams containing them. Isaiah Rhodes checked out for Jacob Kulig. Just a little difference in size here as Kulig's working at the top of the key. Kulig gets it over, but right into the hands of Rocas Castillo. And the layup was no good.
Foul number
but he'll head to the charity stripe. Almost walks to the logo. No, Rokas, you do not have to shoot half-court shots as your free throws. You can stand right in front of the line. He'll get the ball here with a chance to not only tie the game up, but give his team a 1-point lead. Knocks down the first one. Kulig, who just checked in, checks out. Kind of a placeholder. Now we're seeing Jake Parpet check in for what looks to be the first time, the junior guard. He knocks the second one down, 32-31 with 11.2 seconds in the third quarter. Not the highest scoring affair, but definitely an exciting one here. Good defensive and good offensive balance as Sissy, he hits the floor and hits his back, slow to get up, still has not gotten up. Castillo's gonna lay it in, but that's the least of Conant's concerns right now. 34-31, 0.6 seconds left, and Bradley Biedke, the sophomore.
These referees are really trying to do anything they can to make these quarters not end right around the buzzer. This is the third time that the clock has been stopped 3 seconds or less before the end of a quarter. This time due to an injury, though.
Biedke barely moving. Athletic trader Jim Stepanek checking up on him. Not a good sight for anyone in this gym, regardless of your school affiliation. He still has not gotten up. It was a high pass, and he fell down. Let's hope he's okay here. That is a huge loss if he cannot return in the game. We cannot imagine the pain he's in right now. And there's Mr. Dowdy. Clear concern on his face for Biedke. Same with the rest of the gym. Gets up and is walking off on his own will.
That's great to see him walking off the court. Did hit the ground very hard, though, but him walking is a great sign.
Kulig's going to have to come back in.
May have hit his head on the floor, so that could be a concern for his return to the game.
Kulig comes back, and again, the buzzer beater is no good. I have yet to see a buzzer beater in the Jack Tosh, so if any Conant fans or Lemont fans are listening, I would love to see a buzzer beater. So you're watching the 48th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic live on York Sports Network. 34-31 in favor of Lemont. And we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors today once again. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera, family owned and community loved. And last but not least, Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury and defense litigation. I'm Connor Choi. To my right, TJ Silkaitis. Our prayers and condolences go out to Mr. Biedke over there. He seems to be better. Hopefully he can return in this game as Conant needs him in crunch time. We're going to take a short little break here. Fourth quarter underway, 3-point game here. The Conant Cougars trailing Lemont High School. The Castillo brothers taking charge. Together have a combined 24 of the 34 points. And Sissy's gonna have it in the backcourt.
And good news for Conant. Bradley Biedke is now sitting on the bench away from the trainer, so obviously feeling a bit better. Hopefully we can see him return as Conant really needs him in this offense and defense to try and come back in this game.
Hopefully just a hard fall on his back and he's able to walk it off. Sissy near the free throw line, looking for someone, finds Kulig, who immediately gives it back to Sissy. We have yet to see Kulig attempt a shot. That's going to be Potočnic. He High pass to Lathos. Lathos working. Oh, offensive rebound. Gets his own rebound, in fact, and looks like it's going to be.
They're going to call a foul on that one. Looked like they were just grabbing at the ball, but nonetheless, the referees have decided that that will be a foul on Lemont.
How in the world is that not a jump ball? Well, Conant gets the ball back. Hopefully able to capitalize. There he is. Sissy, Yusuf Sissy comes from under the basket. And that's a clutch basket right there.
Great play by Sissy, standing in the corner. No one even sees him trying to cut to the basket. Wide open, easy 2 points. Bring this game back within 1 point.
Lamont's interior defensive awareness, I feel like, has gone down as the game has progressed. Someone's screaming right now, losing their mind. Borchers Castillo had the ball in his hand, and that's going to be a foul on Austin Patonic. Borchers Castillo taking the ball up, Sissy defending. Yusuf Sissy watches the ball go over his head. Murray, who airballed the three earlier, working on the block. Has the mismatch, and great defense by Kulig, forcing the missed hook right there. Kulig, not the biggest guy in the court, but a great defender. A missed three there by Lemont. Only up 1 point would be huge for them here.
And that's that great hustle we were talking about with Murray earlier. He misses a shot, gets his own offensive rebound, able to give this team another chance to score and add to their lead.
Castillo has it, just walking around now. Castillo dumps it off to Murray. Murray to the other Castillo. They're waiting for Conant to make a move here. And Murray finally has it. I don't know why Lemont is playing it so passive. They do have the lead, but it's not by a lot. Looking for the right shot, it seems. Here's Castillo. Oh, he gets Kulig to look the other direction. That's a travel, in my opinion, and TJ seems to think so. A stunned expression on his face for referee group that has been calling travels all day. I don't know how you don't call that. And there's a travel call right there. Beecham with a travel.
Definitely not a makeup call on that one. Definitely walked. Took 3 steps before he even dribbled the ball. Lemont should be trying to look to get the ball down low to Murray. He's had a mismatch. He had the mismatch the entire last 2 possessions. I mean, he had a guy probably about a whole foot shorter than him, but just deciding to keep the ball on the perimeter as we get a timeout now by Lemont as their guy was being trapped.
That was a timeout by Conant as they had the basketball. TJ Sokaida sends his deepest apologies out to all of you watching at home. We hope you are enjoying the stream. We would like to take a moment to thank our athletic director, Mr. Rob Wagner, for making this entire tournament possible. He has worked day in and day out. We'd also like to thank Bobby Hessling, Jack Borchers, Gavin Connolly, and Josh Melvin for the technical side. As don't go anywhere after this game. Only 5 minutes and 11 seconds left on this one, but shortly your Dukes are going to be taking on St. Lawrence. So
they'll be taking on Bolingbrook. They beat St. Lawrence last night to get to this game against Bolingbrook later tonight.
Correct. Bolingbrook, a very tough opponent. A lot of people have Bolingbrook on upset watch, as a lot of people have liked what York has put up throughout the season as they've gotten better. I've seen it firsthand. AJ Levine is a walking highlight reel. Braden Richardson, a shooting big. And all these players complement each other nice under Coach Dunn's offense. Now back to the game here. 5 minutes and 11 seconds here. Conant's down 1 with the basketball.
Now back in the game is Bradley Biedke. So good to see him back on the court after having that hard fall right before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Conant moving the ball around. Now it's literally just a dribble fest for Lathos. Finally gives it up to the sophomore. The sophomore looking Biedke gives the ball up. Sissy. Sissy working Beecham. Now the switch. Murray on Sissy. Now nice pass. Even better pass by the sophomore. Gives it to Lathos. Lathos working. Oh, nice move!
Dream shake highlights of Hakeem Olajuwon on that one. Put it in an absolute spin cycle right there on that great floater.
Wow, what a highlight-worthy play right there as Conant takes the lead. Even more importantly, 35-34. The Castillo brothers trying to work their magic. Beecham gives it to Matas Castillo. Castillo to Castillo. Castillo dribbling. Has it at the top of the key. Keep an eye on Matas in the corner. Rokas gives it up to Murray. Murray, great awareness. Now gives it to Matas, who came up at the top of the key. Now at the block, and he's gonna lay it in. He's really going back and forth, TJ. And no team has done anything worse than they did in the first half, and it looks like they've gotten better coming out of the half. Ryan Sloan checking into the building, the D1 commit and possible MLB prospect, here to watch the York Dukes basketball team, as he does so many times. There's a whistle there. Beecham with the foul. It's going to be Conant basketball inbounding Patonic. Or Potocnic. There's a C in there. That's really tricky to pronounce. There's a long three from, whoa, he stayed in bounds. There was a long three from Cameron Lathos.
Foul number 11, Yusef Cisse, his second.
On a foul right there.
Lemont basketball out of bounds.
Beecham inbounds it. Bolivicius gonna hand it off to Castillo. Castillo to Murray. Biedke on defense. Murray, can he get through? Oh, and he's rejected.
Absolutely smoked there. Great block by Bradley Biedke. Conant definitely happy to have him back, especially after such a monstrous block right there against Murray.
An incredible block and an incredible stare down. He's got that Mamba mentality on the basketball court, asserting his dominance as Murray is scared right now. Speaking of Murray, he's got the ball, gives it up. Castillo wants his brother. As Beecham is going to give it to Castillo. Oh, nice play. They go up three.
Plenty of time here for Conant. Don't have the force of a three just yet. Still 2 minutes left to play.
Sissy, here's Biedke working on the inside. Oh, looked like a foul. How is that not a call to foul? He totally got hit in the face. He did a good job selling the call too, learning from the best like Kylian Mbappe. Now Biedke. Oh, there's the foul call. May have been a makeup call for the last one. I'm not so sure about the one they just blew the whistle on.
Lemont coach is not happy about that last call. He's very furious with the refs, thinking that was just a tripping over himself right there.
Not happy is an understatement. He is livid. Just like my mom when I don't come home with an A on my test. Now back to the basketball game. Here's Sissy. Sissy, oh, he's going to be fouled. Oh, the Lemont coach wants to travel. He is steaming right now. If he was a cartoon character, you'd have the steam coming out of his ears. He's about this close to getting teed up. He's been jawing at the refs. Sissy with some of the most important free throws of his career right here. He knocks the first one down. Sissy with a chance to make this a one-point game like it's been for so long. And it goes in ever so slightly. Yusef Sissy gets it down. Not only is he a great free throw shooter, he's got a great head of hair. A big afro. The big throw. Now Castillo taking his sweet time. 90 seconds left in this nail biter here, folks. To the folks of Conant. Oh!
That's going to be a blocking foul.
Conant foul number 11. Youssef
Castillo was hit hard there with a block, hitting the floor.
basketball out of bounds.
They're still one foul away from the 1-and-1 though, so they will have to pass this one in.
Lucky there. Now, Conant in the bonus. Conant has one foul to give. Castillo. To Castillo. Ooh. Things are getting a little,
Team 7th. At the line to shoot one in the bonus for Lemont, number 5, and Borchers Castillo.
a minute and 10 seconds left here, Timothy. And it's getting a little nerve-wracking here. Castillo going to shoot his free throws. And Conant's been behind for most of the game, TJ. And what do you think they need to do if they want to, first off, get ahead and secure the victory?
I think they need to stop fouling so much when the Lemont players are trying to get around them. They've had a lot of blocking fouls, leading to free throw trips just like that from Castillo, where they just get a free 2 points without any contest. They really need to make them start shooting from the outside. Not many outside shots from Lemont so far, so I doubt they'll be feeling it from the outside without any practice shots before then.
Here's Lathos. Lathos to Sissy. Sissy thought about shooting it. Keeps his feet on the ground. Sissy, high pass to Biedke. He's working on the inside, and he gets it. Absolutely incredible right there from Bradley Biedke, the sophomore, working on the inside, getting the bucket. It's a 1-point game.
Biedke has done a great job down the stretch, offensively, defensively. He's done some great hustle plays as well. Scoring that huge baby hook basket right there with a hand in his face. And earlier in this fourth quarter, blocking that huge shot to really give him some sort of momentum boost. Now down by 1 point, they're definitely looking for him to make some sort of defensive play to get them the ball back with a chance to win this ball game.
Conant trailing by 1 like they have for so long throughout this game.
Both teams in the bonus. Just a single bonus though, so they will be 1-and-1 attempts, both at 7 fouls exactly. So make sure to keep an eye out for those free throw attempts if there are any fouls.
Beecham to inbound. Gives it to Castillo. 48 seconds left and counting. Castillo does have the lead to work with, but not by much. Conant does not want to foul here. Castillo. Castillo. And
Timeout on the floor.
timeout by Lemont. We're going to take a quick second to thank our sponsors one more time. Kelly Stetler of Compass Realty, Elmhurst Camera, family owned and community loved. As well as, last but not least, the Sutter Law Group for your personal injury and defense litigation. final 27.9 seconds left of the game. We're here in the fourth quarter. It's Lemont against Conant. Conant trailing by 1 point. It's 40-39. Lemont with the ball, inbounds it to Montez Castillo. Castillo behind the half-court line. He's going to have to get in front of it. Finally does, gives it to his brother. Rokas back to Matas, 17 seconds. Now they have to foul.
Not the person you want sending to the line. Both Castillo twins very efficient from the free throw line, have been efficient all day from the free throw line. So most likely we will see him nail these two, make it a 3-point game. It is a 1-on-1 bonus though, so you may never know. If he misses this first one, then it's still a 1-point game and Conant will have an opportunity to take back the lead.
First shot is up, and it's good.
Even if Castillo makes a second free throw here, it's still a one-possession game, so Conant can hold for the last shot if they decide to.
It's up, and it's good. So he hits both free throws. It's a 3-point game. Gets it into Sissy. Sissy with less than 10 seconds to work with here. He's going to shoot the three. Oh, it's short.
That may be short, but now it's still a 1-and-1, and we haven't seen Murray at the line today. He is a bit of an inconsistent shooter, though, from the three-point line. We will see here if that also relates to his free throw shooting. If he knocks down this first one, this game is over because that would be a two-possession game, only 3.2 seconds left to go. Biggest free throw of his career so far and of the tournament. Timeout, though, by Conant before he goes to the free throw line. Maybe trying to almost freeze the shooter, just like they do in football with freezing the kicker.
And with that, we'll return shortly after the timeout. 3.2 left to go in this one, folks. We're back live in the Dick Campbell gym. 3.2 seconds left to go, but first Connor Murray's going to have to shoot his free throws here. He made one. He made a deep three earlier in the game, then he proceeded to miss a couple of jumpers in the layup, so not really sure what to make of his jump shot as he's going to miss it there. And
calling a quick timeout, 2.4 seconds left to go. This is certainly the last opportunity for Conant. 3-ball needed to tie this game and send it into overtime.
This is getting very interesting. Now you have 2.4 seconds to get it and get a shot off. And TJ, out of all the people we've seen on Conant so far, who do you want to be taking the final shot?
I definitely personally would choose Biedke. He has shot great all night. He's also played a great defensive game as well. He has really been the spark for this team, and normally you want those type of players shooting those clutch shots that you need to go in late in games. If they can't find Biedke, I would look for Sissy, though. He has also been good from three tonight.
Underrated choice, Camden Lathos, the center. Sure, he's a big guy, but he can shoot it. He nailed a three earlier. So it'll be interesting to see how much attention he's going to be getting from this Lemont defense, and if he's not getting a lot.
Especially at that center position, you don't expect them to go to that center to shoot that game-tying three-pointer. Obviously, if you need a jump ball or something in close to tie the game, that's something that you always look for, but could be a sneaky, wide-open play for the center.
Definitely.
We'll see what Conant decides to do right here on this play. Last play of the game. This is for overtime or Conant elimination from this Jack Tosh tournament.
Lemont, one of the teams that many considered to compete with Rolling Meadows. Conant, a team many expected to pull off the upset, and they fall 3 points short on an interesting play choice there. The pass was intercepted to end the game. So the final score is 42 Lemont, 39 points belonging to the Conant Cougars. 32 points. 32 of the 42 Lemont points belong to the Castillo twins. 17 for Matas and 15 for Rocas.
Don't let this performance, though, by the Cougars be forgotten. They had a great game the entire way, and Lemont's one of the top seeds in this tournament. Everyone expected this game to pretty much be a blowout, so you should be, if you're a Cougar, you should be holding your head high, making it that close of a game, coming down to one possession.
Yeah, and that will do it for us tonight. I'm Connor Choi. To my right is TJ Silkaitis. I'd like to thank everyone that helped.
We will be doing
a
post-game interview with Matas Castillo, the senior guard. That will be interviewed by Connor Choi as he heads over now. One more time, we would like to thank today's sponsors. Kelly Settler of Compass Realty, Elmer's Camera, located on Spring Road, family-owned and community-loved. And finally, the Sutter Law Group for all your personal injury and defense litigations. YSN thanks all of our amazing sponsors today. Thank you guys for watching York versus Bolingbrook next on York Sports Network.
All right, guys, we're here with Matas Castillo. And Matas, great win today. That was a hard battle with Conant, and you and your brother were responsible for 32 of the 42 points. How do you think you guys complement each other's games well throughout this tournament?
I think if one of us are having an off day, the other one picks it up, and vice versa. And our teammates set us up really good too. So.
You guys are favorites to compete with tournament favorites to win the tournament, like Rolling Meadows. How do you think you guys can prepare to face off with a team of that caliber?
First, we need to focus on winner of this team, and then we're going to focus on that after we win this one. So.
All right, thank you. Congratulations on the win. That is Matas Castillo, guys. And signing off is Connor Choi. Final score, Lemont 42, Conant 39, and the nail biter here. And shortly, the York Dukes will be taking on Bolingbrook.